Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I dog his Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
You know, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, now that Cedric has been rejected for military service again and has been advised to return to his defense plant job, he's still trying to go to high school and is still under the impression that his father can fix almost anything now that he's president of the school board. As we look in our little community today, we find Lum and Abner in their jot 'em down store and library. Listen.
For the land's sakes, look at that Cedric coming up out there.
Oh, yeah, I seen him this morning with that on. See his
Yeah,
baseball
looking
cap.
cap.
Yeah.
That is baseball cap?
Yeah, that's what it is. He painted it green.
For the land's sakes, what in the world is his idea there?
Oh, he thinks freshmen is supposed to wear such caps as that. Put paint on it.
I do know that, boy. Is Professor Sloan going to let him keep going to high school long?
Yeah, I talked to the professor last night. He said we might as well humor Cedric, because he'll more likely drop out after a week or so.
Yeah.
He said Cedric never gets none of his schoolwork right.
Why, of course he wouldn't. He's never been past a third reader.
I know. Here he is. Yeah. Wonderful world. High school boy Cedric's here.
Yeah, we can see him, Cedric.
Do you want to give 9 rolls for me?
Why, of course not. What do we want to give 9 rolls to you for?
Well, I don't know. I do it quite often myself. Sounds good. I don't
Cedric,
even give 1.
how long do you expect to be going to high school anyway?
Oh, I think I'll settle down and take up the work permanent. I'm awful good at it, I think.
Yeah, huh?
Yes, Mom. Doing good at everything except my studies.
Oh,
But I believe I'm sort of getting on to them now, too, I think.
well, that's nice, Cedric. That's a good idea.
Now, if you can just get Professor Sloan around to that point of view, you'll be all right. Yes, Mom. I sure got my lessons good for today.
You did, huh?
I better get on over to school and hand them in, too.
Well, me, ain't you been to school yet today, Cedric?
No, Mom, I couldn't go. Had to stay home and do my studies.
Oh,
Sure got them good, though. You want to see the work I done?
no, you better get on over to school, Cedric.
Yeah, if you don't hurry, school will be over for today.
Why, sure it will.
Yes, Mom, I'd like to show you this, though. I'm right proud of what I done.
Yeah, well, that's nice, Cedric, but you better get
It's
on
for
over.
my English class.
Well,
That's what it's for. It's an English class. It's a kind of a theme I wrote, I think.
well, that's fine, Cedric, but you better run along now. Get over to
I
school.
wrote it all by myself, too. Papa didn't help me, or Mama didn't help me, or nobody helped me. Here, let me show it to you.
Well, all right, if it'll make you happy, I'll look at it,
We're
Cedric.
supposed to write a theme on the subject of... Well, the subject's wrote down there at the top of the paper. See right there?
Up here, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here it is. It says, what I plan to do next Saturday afternoon. Well,
That means what I'm aiming on doing.
yeah, I know, Cedric.
Plan means aiming.
I know what it means, yeah.
What I plan to do next Saturday afternoon. And then that's my theme that I wrote right under there, see?
This here?
Are you listening to this, Mr. Lum? Yeah, I'm listening, Cedric. All right, go ahead, Mr. Abner. Read my theme there.
Yeah. I am going to sleep. Well, whereabouts is the rest of it, Cedric?
Rest of it.
That's all you got wrote down here. I am going to sleep.
Well, look, all of it right there. That's all there is.
Huh?
Well, that's what I plan to do next Saturday afternoon. Going to sleep.
Well, me, Cedric, that ain't no theme, though.
Of course it ain't. You'll never get no passing mark with a thing like that.
Yeah, you ought to saw some of the themes little Pearl wrote down when she was in high school. Some of them carried might nigh 2 whole sheets of paper.
Well, I could write mine a lot bigger, I reckon, and make it cover more ground.
Why, no, that wouldn't help none, Cedric.
There's one of them words I put down there that's pretty big.
Huh?
That word going. See, that one comes down might not half the page there.
Well, Cedric, just writing big don't make the theme no longer. You're taking up more paper, but that don't make it no longer.
Of course not, Cedric. You got to put some thought into them things.
I sure look the size of them letters, you'd think I'd hard of hearing.
Write a whole lot of sentences. Say a lot of different stuff in them. Well, I couldn't. That's all I'm aiming on doing is just sleeping. That's all I could say about it.
Well, you can tell more about how you're going to sleep and all that, Cedric.
Yeah. You ought to be able to think of something else besides sleeping.
Why, sure.
Well, that's all I'm going to do, though, sleep.
Well, just make up some stuff then.
Oh, I don't want to cheat. I want to be an honor student.
Well, that wouldn't be cheating, Cedric. They just want you to get some practice in writing.
Why, sure, that's why they have you do that, Cedric.
Well, I ain't going to cheat, I know that.
Well, then, you just better plan to do something else this Saturday afternoon so you'll have something to write about. You can't hand in a paper like that to your teacher. I can tell you that right now, Cedric.
Well, I ain't planning nothing else, though. About the only day I get to sleep now. Work nights at the defense plant and go to high school in the daytimes.
Well, Cedric, you can at least plan to do something. Then if you don't actually do it, why, it ain't your fault. You just don't get around to doing it.
Well, I wouldn't feel right about it, though. They asked me what I was going to do Saturday afternoon, and I told them.
Well,
That's my theme, and I'm going to stay with her.
Yeah,
Of course, I could put down there I'm going to snore, but I don't think I do.
well, no use to put down something like that. You ought to say, where are you going to sleep? Where are you going to sleep? Over at your place, sir?
Yes, Mom.
Well, you could put that down. You're going to sleep out there on the front gallery where it's cool. You're going to sleep in the house.
Well, I don't think they care particular where you're going to do it.
Well, I don't know.
Say, what are you going to do? What do you plan to do next Saturday afternoon? I could have said it in one word. I could have just said sleep.
Yeah.
But I throwed them other words in there for extra.
Uh-huh.
What was to said there?
You said, I am going to sleep. That's all you got on this piece of paper here.
Pretty good, ain't it?
I reckon so, Cedric.
Just a freshman. I wouldn't feel right about changing it. If I'm going to be a scholar, I want to be a good earner, none at all.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's a good altitude to take, Cedric, but I believe you're overdoing it in this.
Why, sure. I'll tell you, why don't you plan to go to Hot Springs to see your Uncle Dave? That'd make an interesting theme. Tell all about what all you're going to do, and your trip over there.
Well, I'd rather go over there sometime when I'm awake.
Well, Cedric, if you're going to turn down all our suggestions, well, I just reckon we can't help you none, man.
Well, I never wanted no help. I never asked for none.
Huh?
It's all done. It's all wrote. It's right out there in black and ink.
That's black and pencil, Cedric. You wrote that with a pencil.
Well, it's there on the paper.
Yeah.
I am going to sleep.
Why, doggy, Cedric, you ought to at least put down there how long you're going to sleep. That'd make the sentence a little longer.
Well, would I get a higher mark if I done that?
Well, I don't know about that, but you couldn't get no lower one than you're going to get on this. I can tell you that right
I
now.
believe I'll just put that down then.
Yeah.
Much obliged for the suggestion.
No, not at all.
Hate to change it. Sounds pretty good the way it is.
Well, you got a pencil?
Yes, Mom. Right here.
Oh,
See now. Where do I put that down?
well, it goes on the end there, Cedric, if you're going to tell how long
Don't help
you're
me.
gonna-
Don't help me.
All
Just
right, all right. Just figure it out yourself, and you know so much. I won't help you.
I'm going to sleep till,
Cedric, you're going to bite your tongue off writing someday, that way, lawing your tongue out that
keep
way.
from lolling it out when I go to write.
Well, just put it back in your mouth now. Wet your pencil again, then keep your tongue in your mouth. That's the way. Now,
Like
go
that.
ahead.
Well, I don't know what to put down here. I might sleep till 5 o'clock, or I might sleep till 6.
Huh?
Can't tell till next Saturday afternoon gets here, and then it'll be too late to hand it in.
Well, that don't matter, Cedric. Just put down one or the other of them.
Oh, I don't want to cheat on this.
That ain't cheating, Cedric.
I know what I'll do. I'll write it this way.
Huh?
I am going to sleep till 5 o'clock unless I sleep until 6 o'clock.
Yeah, all right. Put it down that way if that suits you better.
No, that's no good, though.
Huh?
I can't spell most of them words. I had enough trouble figuring out how I am going to sleep.
Well, here, I'll write it down for you, for the land's sakes. Give me the pencil. I'll
Wait
take
a
it.
minute. If you're going to help Cedric write a theme, help him write a good one.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, Lum.
Well, you wasn't making a success out of it, though. Here, I'll dictate something, and you write it down.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll get you a
I
good
better be
grade.
getting over to the school.
Well, here, this'll just take a half a second, Cedric. Lum can do this sort of stuff good. He knows a lot of big words. Sit down and we'll get you a good grade on this here.
Well, I sort of like the theme the way I had it wrote up.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
you wouldn't hand no good thing like that in to your teacher. Just sit down and relax yourself.
Yeah, rest yourself, Cedric. You need to rest.
All right, but I still liked it the way it was.
Uh-huh. Go ahead, Lum. What are we going to write, Frank?
I'm just studying here what to say.
Uh-huh.
Don't you fellas cheat none.
We won't, Cedric.
Let's see, what can we say?
Well,
I'm an honor student, you know.
Uh-huh. We know it. Go ahead.
Start out this way, Abner. When the golden brown autumn leaves are falling to the Mother Earth next Saturday afternoon, I'll be
Well,
tramping
here, wait a
through-
minute. Not too fast, Lum. Let me get the last part of that down here now.
You got the first part, huh?
Yeah, I got when thee.
Oh,
Now, what comes after that?
let's see. What did I say? Oh, when the golden brown autumn leaves are falling...
How do you
to-
spell autumn, Lum?
The regular way, O-T-T-M.
Oh, sure. I was trying to start it with an A here for some reason. Yeah. Now, what comes after autumn now?
Winter.
Huh?
No, don't put that down, Abner. I just made a joke there. I get off some pretty good ones if I do say so myself.
Yeah, you're a wit, Lum. I'll say that for you. Are a wit.
Put this down. After autumn leaves, let's see. Start over.
Start over. Oh.
The leaves are falling to the Mother Earth. I will be tramping through the countryside to the creek to do some fishing.
You are?
No, Cedric is.
Oh.
Write that down.
Well, wait a minute, though, Lum. Cedric can't go fishing because Uncle Henry Lunsford says that anybody goes fishing, they got to have a fishing license, and Cedric ain't got one.
Oh, well, I'll change that to hunting then.
Well, you have to have a hunting license, too, Uncle Henry says.
Oh, that dadgum Uncle Henry. Ruining the education of our children, being so strict.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. What could Cedric be doing?
Well, let's see. He might... Oh, wait a minute. Furtherland, say. Look at Cedric here, Lum.
Huh? Well, hard to know. Must be plumb tuckered out.
Yeah. Here, Cedric, wake up. You're supposed to be writing a theme.
No, don't wake him up, Abner.
Huh?
He needs the rest more than he needs the education, I think.
Oh, maybe so. Well, what about his theme?
I don't know. I think we'll leave that just like he had it.
Like he had him?
To be right honest, I can't think of nothing better.
Oh?
It's more than likely all he's going to do anyway.
Yeah.
We just make one little change in it.
What do you mean?
We change it from he's going to sleep to he has done went to sleep and is snoring.